All right, so the next thing I want us to do, I want us to build up the other parts of this poster, right? So let's go back to our former poster. Again, let's put up the background. You can see these lines here, these broken lines here. That's the next thing we're going to do. After the broken lines, we have, okay, there's this circle here. We'll just forget that. We won't put it, okay? Okay, yeah, we would. So so after that, there's this circle here that has presents written in it. Good. Then you have the text. Okay, so let's take it slowly. Now, the next thing we're going to fix is this broken line. Okay, this broken lines, that's what we're going to fix first. Next, so how then do you make the broken lines? Okay, now you go over to your line tool under your shapes, right? Your shapes tool. If you click U, it brings out your shapes tool, but this is your shapes tool directly underneath your part selection tool is your shapes tool. So you click on it, right? You go over, you can see your line tool there. Click on your line tool. So after you must have selected your line tool, you look at the property bar. Now I've already told you about this line tool, right? So what we want to do, we want to draw dotted lines across here. So ensure that you have your dotted lines selected. Okay, ensure you have your dotted lines selected. Okay, so having done that, ensure your fill is turned off. Ensure fill is turned off here. Also, ensure your stroke color is white because that's what we're going to be using. This is your stroke, this is your stroke width, right? And that's 10. And this is your width, which is 15. So just keep everything this way. Then you click and drag. Good. So clicking and dragging, you see what we get. So let me, okay. Then you click and drag, right? Drag a little out of this space. Okay. Then you click and drag. Good. So now, since we've gotten this, all I just want us to do is just duplicate this. So we'll use that for the bottom, right? So duplicate this layer, duplicate, name it dotted line 2, dotted line 2, right? Then you ensure you name this layer here dotted line 1. Good, good. So I'll take dotted line 2 to the bottom of my page here. Okay, good. So this is dotted line 2 now at the bottom of my page. Good. So we are going to reduce the opacity. Now, if you notice here, what you can see here, you can see how the dotted line looks. It looks different from what we have here. The reason that is so is because then I told you I was just learning Photoshop, right? So what I did was I used a text. So you see, this is a text layer. So what I did was something like this. I've clicked on my text layer now. What I did was something like this. Can you see that? Can you see what I'm doing now? Let me increase it so that you see it. So, but basically, you see it. Sha. That's what I did then, right? So, but then this is a more proper way of doing it. Okay. So, having having done this, right? I want us to reduce the opacity of our dotted lines. Let's take it down to 30. Let's take it down to 30. Okay. Let's take it down to. I selected both layers. Then take it down to 30. Good. Okay. I want it to be the same with the brush. So let's make it 20. So it's at par with the brush. 20. Good. Now, look at this dotted line 2 over here. I want to rotate it a little. So that's Control T to bring out the handles. Then when you come over to this edge and your cursor changes to something like this, you can then just rotate a little. Good. Good. Enter. Good. So good. Now we've done that, right? Let's go back to our reference. Good. This is our reference here. So let's open up some more things in our reference. Good. So we're almost getting to the part where we're going to write text. By getting there, we're going to write text, right? So let me turn this off a little. Let's turn this off first. Turn this off. Good. So now we are going to be writing this, right? You can see this circle over here with presents in it. That's the next thing we're going to be doing. So you create a new layer. You name that layer circle. You name it present. Let's name it presents circle, right? Good. So haven't done that. The next thing we do is go to your elliptical marquee tool, draw out a circle. Okay, then Control Shift Backspace, color, pick this color here, just pick it. Good. Okay, okay, good. Control D to deselect. V, that's just bring back your move to V. Then we'll move it maybe this way. Good. Then let's reduce the opacity of that to 50%. Let's see. Good. So we are going to do it as 50%. So it's almost about time for us to start putting in text, right? Good. So the text I use here is what we call Century Gothic. Century Gothic, right? There's Century and then there's Century Gothic. So let's start from writing in the theme first. Let's start from writing in theme. So T, in order for you to bring out your text to, just click T, right? So I click and then I type in theme. Good. As you can see, it's already Century Gothic. But if yours is not Century Gothic, just go down, click right beside on your property panel for your tools bar, search for Century Gothic. Look at it clearly. Century Gothic. It's Century Gothic. Okay. Once you search for it, press OK. Click on Century Gothic regular. Right? Then you type in theme. So I'm done. I have typed theme here. But then I want this theme to be bigger, so let me use size 36 for it. Okay, 36 is too much. Let me use size 30. Good, then click on your move tool to move it to that circle. Okay, you can see we can't see it, so I want to change the color. I want to change the color of this text. So I go back to my text tool. I want to change the color of this text. I go back to my text tool, then change the color here. Select this color, right? Okay. So I click my move to move it back here. Good. So we have theme. Okay. Good. We have written our theme now. So the next one we're going to write clinical postings with God. So now I'm going to put each of these in a new layer. Clinical will be in a new layer. Posting will be in a new layer. God a new layer. With a new layer. So let's go ahead. So select your text tool T. Then let's type in clinical. Okay. Let's type in, the reason it's not showing now is because my color here is still this, which is very similar, so that's why you're not really seeing it. But then after typing, I click on the layer, come back here and change it to white, which is 6F. Okay, so you can see this clinical. And now this capital letters, why this is capital letters is because remember I told you about your character tab, right? When you're using your text tool, your character tab. Once this capitalize is selected, it's going to turn all your text to caps. So that's why mine is caps right now. So if I uncheck it, it takes it back to um small letters. Good. So clinical, then I want to write in postings, then with good, and then God. Good. So now let's look at it. If I got okay, clinical postings with God. Good. So let's go back here. Now this clinical postings, as you can see, clinical postings This is bold, this is bold, this is bold, this is regular. You can see it's thin, so it's regular. Okay, so let's come here, make clinical postings, and God, all of them are bold. So you come up here in your property menu and change it to bold. Good. Now we're going to increase the size of clinical postings and we're going to increase the size of clinical postings. We're going to increase the size of clinical postings and God. So you click on clinical postings, hold down control, click on postings rather, hold down control, click on clinical, come up here to your text size, then let's increase that to 48. Good. Let's see what's obtainable here. It's bigger than 48. So let's increase it to 60. Okay, good, 60. So click on my move tool so I separate them. Good. Now if you've noticed, you can see that there's some spacing between my clinical. Each of the texts have their own spacing, right? It seems wider than normal. Why is that so? That is so because in your character panel, which is here, click on your character panel, you can see that this is what, remember what I call this? Remember that we call this what? The tracking. That is the spacing in between each letter, right? So the tracking is set to 50. That's why you can see these spaces in between the text, okay? Because the tracking is set to 50, okay? Now, but if I come here, let's see if it's the same thing here. You can see this is a lot slimmer. So let's check the tracking of this. Let's say clinical. You can see the tracking is 0. Posting, the tracking here is 0. Okay, but if I click on this first family, if I click on first family, you can see the tracking is 200. If I click on clinical layer, the tracking is 0. So let's go back and make our clinical layer and posting layer. Clinical layer tracking 0, posting tracking 0. Good. So now God. Let's increase the size of the God text to say, okay, no, sorry, Control Z. Right, so let's increase the size of the God text. This is text size here. Let's increase it to 72. Let's see. Okay, that's still small. Okay, let's move it here. So no, look at what we have here. It's really big here. So, and you can see there's a tracking in between the God text and we don't want that, so make the tracking 0. Increase the size, font size, so let's make it 150. Good, 150. Good, it's looking good now, right? Good, it's looking good. All right, good. So this is looking good. So we have clinical postings with God. Okay, so now let's arrange it like how it is here. Clinical postings with God. Okay, so first you have clinical, you have postings. You hold down control when you want to select more than one layer. I think I've already spoken about that. So here you have clinical postings. Is width, click on width, drag width to somewhere here. The posting seems to be at about and somewhere like this. Then the width seems to be somewhere like this. Let's see. Good. Clinical postings with, okay, let's see the God is like, the God is all capital. Yes, the God is all capital. So if I don't want to retype it, I just click on this. Okay, with so clinical postings with, then I drag it up this way. Clinical postings with God. Okay, let's see. Okay, this God here is looking a little too big. God is very big, but let's reduce the size of this one to 100. Okay, no, 100 is a lot. Let's increase it to 130. 130 is fine. So now we're going to select the clinical with posting and God layer, and then we are going to rotate it so it aligns with the way every other thing is. Okay, good. So select them, clinical, hold down control to click each of them. hold down Control and click to select them, or alternatively just hold down God, hold down Shift, come down here and click, right? Select everything. So now, being that we've selected all of that, Control T to rotate. We want to rotate it, so Control T, we rotate, right? Good. Move it up this way, then click and click enter. Good. Let's go back and see what we have here. Okay, okay, good. So let's increase the size of this a little. Good. Okay, now I want us to still rotate it a little bit, still rotate a little bit. Good. Now the theme also, we're also going to rotate the theme a little bit. Good. So I want us to rotate this. So how are we going to do that? Because you're going to just click on Control T. You're going to ensure. So I want us to rotate this, and how are we going to do that? You just click on Control T, right? After Control T, you're going to come up here. If you see up here, you can see this is the property bar. Up on the property bar, you see rotate. This is rotate, okay? And then you select the angle at which you want to rotate it to, okay? So let's give it 10 degrees. Let's see, 10 degrees. Okay, no, sorry. Let's make it, I want it to be the other way. That is anti-clockwise, right? So let's make it, let's go back to, let's undo. Let's make it minus 10 degrees. Good, you can see that. Okay, now let's make it minus 20 degrees. Good, so minus 20 degrees is fine. Okay, so minus 20 degrees is fine. Enter. Good. Control T. Let me just align it a little. Right, let's increase the size. Let's increase the size. Good. Now for the theme, I also want us to rotate the theme. So Control T, right? Make it also minus 20 degrees. Minus 20 degrees. Enter. Good. Good. So it's looking very much like what we have here. Okay, it's looking very much like what we have here. Okay, just okay, so I want us to increase the brush, that's this background brush, a little. Let's increase it to 30%. All right, good. So it's looking very much like what we have there. Okay, so the next thing is first family meeting, and you can see this has tracking in between it. Okay, let's see the tracking. The tracking is 200. Good, and it's also bold. So let's type in here first family meeting. Good. So click on it. Ensure you drag it above. Ensure that layer is up. So I want to move it here. So move. Okay. Then to rotate it also, Control plus T. Then let's make it minus 20. Good. Good. Okay. Although that's not very perfect, so let's just bring it forward a little. Good. It's fine. So first family meeting. First family meeting. Good. All right. So let's see what we have here. Looking very much the same. Let's reduce this to 20. Good, 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 good. Now I want us to bring clinical postings with God. I want us to just move it down a little. Good, very good, right? Good. So now the next thing you have here, let's see what we have left to do. Good, present. We haven't written present, but we'll put this. So present is bold and it seems to have a little opacity. Let's confirm that. This present layer here, you can see opacity of 82. Let's come over here, we'll type in present. So okay, sorry. So let's come over here. We type in present. What we have here has no tracking, so we remove all tracking, 0. Okay, let's increase the size to 24. Okay, let's make it 26 a little. Good, good. Then we rotate it, Control T, give it also minus 20 degrees. Good, so that everything falls in line. Okay, so there you go, minus 20 degrees. Good, enter. Okay, good. So that's that. Place presents. You can reduce the opacity here to 80. Let's make this 80. Let's use the opacity to 80. Okay, all right. So now next thing, we're going to create this background here, put in Wednesday the 24th, and then we'll put in the timing. Okay, also. So let's go and get that done. Good. So in doing this, we create a new layer. Right, create a new layer. Now you're going to use your polygon lasso tool for this. Right, want to create an irregular shape, so let's click on polygon lasso tool. Okay, we'll make a selection, click here, click this way, this way, and this way. Okay, okay, then that's good. Now we've joined it together. Give it this same background color as the scrub, so shift enter, color, change the color to this. Okay, okay, control D to deselect. Then we're going to move this, we're going to name this layer what? The time and date background. Time and date background, that's what this layer, we name this layer. So now we'll move it right down to, because we want it to be below our slab layer. So good. And remember, it's opaque. As you can see here, the opacity here is 64%. So let's make this also, let's make this 60%. Good, good. So I haven't done that. Now we're writing Wednesday 24th and the time. But before we do that, I want us to create this circle background for the time first. Okay, and to do that, we can actually just come over here to theme, duplicate the background for this and move it. But no, I want us to create it from scratch. So good. Now we want to create the time background here. Okay, the first thing you do is you create a new layer and name that layer time background. Okay, that is time background. Okay, right, good. So now you click on your elliptical marquee tool and then shift alt, draw out a circle and position the circle properly. Good. Then shift backspace, change the color, make it white. Okay, good. Control D to deselect. Okay, then so now we've done the time background. It's time for us to fill it in with text. Wednesday 24th and 4:30 p.m. So let's start from 4:30 p.m. Okay, so T to bring out your text tool, right? And remember 4:30 p.m. is the same color with the scrub. So let's go ahead and write that. 4:30, there, and drag this here. 4:30 p.m. PM is capital letters. Good. So let me reduce the size of 4:30 p.m. to 24. Okay, okay, now reduce the size to 24. Or no, let's make it 28. Good enough, right? Good. So then the next thing we're writing is Wednesday the 24th. Okay, so type in. So now for this, it has to be white. So change the color here to white, which is 6Fs. Okay. So now you type in Wednesday. Okay. Also, the Wednesday and the 24th will be on different layers. Okay. Wednesday and 24th will be on different layers. So you type in Wednesday. So you type in Wednesday, then type in 24th on a different layer. Okay, good. So this 24th, I want us to increase the size to say about, let's increase the size to say 30. No, that's still small. Let's increase the size to 48. Good, good. So then we arrange it very close to, it's Wednesday. So we bring them very close to each other. Wednesday the 24th. Select both layers. Come over to Control T. Then to rotate, make it -20 also. Okay. And move it this way. Move it this way. Okay. Also, your 4:30 p.m. make it -20. Control T, and then you make it -20 also. Enter. Right? Good. So your 4:30 p.m. good to go. Wednesday the 24th, good to go. Let's see. So let's make the 24th bigger. So change the 24th to say 60. Let's see. Good. Wednesday the 24th. That's big enough. So I want to tilt this a little. Good. So let's see. And with this, I can say that we are almost done. We are almost done, except this top header here that has Christian Medical Dental Association 17. Alright, so then we come up to this layer here that has Christian Medical Dental Association, and then you type, hold on your text tool, and then let's type Christian Medical Dental Association. Okay, now I want to change the color to the color of their scrubs. So okay, I want to change the color of their scrubs. So click on the layer, Christian Medical Dental layer, click on the color and pick. Good. So you can then use your move tool to move it up here. So the spelling of the Christian there is wrong. I'm going to change that. Good. Now let's come here. I think it has some tracking. Does it? Okay, it has no tracking. Okay, but it doesn't seem like the text is bold. So okay, it is. So with that, I think we have come to the very end of poster design. Okay, we have come to the very end of poster design. So what I just did with this was to show you that with what you already know, you can as well go on to create stuff. That is what I want to show you with this. You can go on and create stuff. There is more advanced things you need to know about poster design when it comes to psychology of colors, when it comes to grids, when it comes to fonts and how to use them. There's a whole lot more when it comes to poster design. but I just want to show you the basics. So what that means is, with the little knowledge you have on Photoshop, you can go ahead to create posters for anyone. Okay, and that was the point of this right from the beginning. Okay, and I hope you see right now that it is not far-fetched. Okay, now if you want to save this picture, very simple, like you already know, file, save as, change this to JPEG, Doctor's Fellowship JPEG, save. Okay, good, and then you have saved as a JPEG, right? If you want to send this for print right now, all you have to do is save it as a PDF. File, save as, either you save it as a PDF or you give them the Photoshop file, save as PDF. Okay, then save. So you send the printer the PDF, and that way you have already started designing posters. Okay, so that is how to design a poster. This is what I call a beginner poster in Photoshop. Okay, all right, so I'd still keep giving you some more videos. Okay, just stay tuned, and just let me know what you think about it. Send me a mail, shoot me a mail, don't forget. If you have any problems, just let me know. Thank you.